to the party, and we have a returning team that we have not seen for what feels like quite some time.
It does. I think the last time we saw them was their match against the Patriots last year.
The team title match.
Yep, and they fell short.
August?
Unfortunately, yep, August.
It was such a long time ago.
It's been it feels like it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
But I'm happy to see them back.
Yes, I am really excited to see them go up against Above the Line.
I was going to ask, who are they playing up against? Because I only remembered Modok was coming back.
Yeah.
Above the Line, carrying forth with their amazing victories that they held in 2017. Except for the final victory, which fell short.
Again, against the Patriots.
Yeah. Everybody is just going up against the Patriots
by
and
one,
losing.
too. They lose by one. They're short by one. So whoever comes out a victor in this match, I hope that when they finally get to the Patriots, that they're able to go over by one.
And we'll see who comes out on top this time. Hashtag who you got for this one.
I'm going to go Above the Line. I think that McQueenie and Sam are a really good team, and I do like Modok as well, but I have the slight edges to Above the Line.
I think that Modok does have a little bit more holes in their game than Above the Line at the moment. Above the Line is so hot right now. And I just think that they're going to carry that forward. So I'm going to have to go Above the Line as well. But with that, we also have Donica versus Jared Hyben coming out this Friday. We actually will be present for that video. So we are going to have our own vlog from that match on this Friday. So be on the lookout for that. But let's get into the tag battle between... I can't always call it tag team. No one's tagging in and
it's
tagging
the number one contenders match.
For the battle of Above the Line and Modok. Now.
Hey, partner.
Hey, partner.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So I just wanted to
Love
talk
the
because
pillow.
something's sort of been weighing on my mind.
What's up?
You guys have been so supportive about this whole number one contender spot thing. But I felt like I needed to talk to you about it first because, you know, I want to do this, but at the same time, like, I feel like maybe should we save this for us? Like, should we save this for our team, for the Shire Wolves, or do you want this spot? Because, like, I feel like if anything...
Hey, partner, let me stop you right there. Seriously, Shire Wolves, we've got this. We can play our way to the top. I have every confidence we can do that. Just like I have every confidence in you taking this number one contender shot. I had my shot. I'll make my way back up again. But this is your time. You have earned this just as much as any of the other top 10 players. I'm so happy that Emma offered it to you. I'm going to be there right by your side, and you're going to get that belt. I promise.
That's really nice.
I know. Partners. We're partners in this.
Okay.
You got this.
All right.
Go get the belt.
Okay.
Clark deserves it.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt, Anthony, Gray, Drake, Team Rotten Tomato!
Anyway, we know that there's a championship match coming up, and we are going to take on the winner, and we will be the champions.
Gray, Drake,
Friday.
Jeff Snyder,
Baydates, kids.
and Matt Anthony.
I have no idea.
Oh my God, your winner!
So you're saying there's a chance.
I'm actually really interested to see what happens when they lose.
On the old studio, too. Doesn't look any different, but yeah. Are they going to focus on their fall, too? It's a good angle, I like it.
And your winner!
Of course.
And still, the Trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Little Evil, and the insider, Jeff Snyder of Patriots.
As close, but yes. Just a matter of when it's ours, but it's ours. And you guys, I would say, are definitely not done in the team league here at the
They just
Movie
suck,
Trivia
'cause they
Schmoedown.
just
We're gonna let the
fought so
Patriots
hard
hang
to
on to
get
those
up
belts
there.
a little
I
while
know.
longer.
Yes.
Modok
It's
will
such
be
a
back.
close match.
Those American pig dogs don't even know what's about to hit them.
This was all part of plot. We let them win. I mean, all part of plot. We will come back and it'll be a long game.
I'm so excited to see what they dress because they have some
I
pretty
mean,
good
I think that
costumes,
anybody
too.
who saw that match today cannot
They usually wear 'em
possibly
in the
doubt that there is
pre-interview,
a
so you'll
very
know
good
right away.
chance
That's
that
very true.
somewhere down the line you could have the opportunity to take on the Patriots again.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Are they going to use Dale the Dude's music then? Because he was saying nobody ever used the Alan Silvestri theme.
That's true.
So
or they
they're
could
gonna
come out
double
to the
dip.
power of love.
It's true.
We shall see.
We are going to get to the point where people are going to start using each other's music by accident.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, the team edition. I am merely Mark Baby
Was the poster
Carrots
in the
Ellis.
last
Sitting
match?
next to me is a
Because the
man who
poster's
knows
new.
no introduction,
Being
but
in the
he needs it
background.
so badly in his heart.
We've
Ladies and
seen the
gentlemen, Ken
poster
Knapsack
already. It's
joining me here.
amazing.
Happy to be here with you. So nice to actually have you here. You're not doing your Chuckle Hut appearances out in Dayton or something like
Hey,
that.
where
Good
you
to have you back.
from? Who's married?
That's it. That's how you do it. Pretty funny.
Pretty
but good to be
good
here for a
team.
big
Yes.
matchup. I actually do enjoy working with you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We've been doing this for 90 years now. When it's not a minor league baseball game, it is a movie trivia schmoedown. And you look at the team matchup we have today, it's going to be an exciting thing, something exciting for all the fans out there, all the new Patreon tiers that are available. Thank you to all of our patrons, and thank you to all of our new people who are now supporting the Schmoedown Patreon and following us on our official Twitter feed at the Schmoedown. Ken Knapsack. Modok is trying to go up against Above the Line. The winner gets a little something special. That would be a shot at the title against Team Patriots. It's a #1 contender match. Who do you like?
And I know what you're thinking out there in internet land. How can Mr. Knapsack be a unbiased viewer of this match? I, of course, am affiliated with the greatest tag team champions of all time, even better than Demolition and New Day. It is the Patriots, and I am a professional, if not other. Have you ever considered on the Patreon adding a tier where I just judge you?
I think everybody gets that for free in your daily life.
That's right, you do. But this is a big matchup. I love this phrase. I use it a lot. Titans of the game. These are two teams made of 4 competitors who know this game inside and out. They've had successes, they've had big failures, which means that might drive them to the next level. And I think that is what is about to happen today.
And
It's people reaching for the stars.
You mentioned reaching for the stars. You mentioned success and failure. In the middle ground is when you get so close to success and then you just get it snatched away from you at the last minute. That has happened to both these teams at the hands of the evil Patriots.
That's a tough thing. It's like my sex life 25 to 38. It's just almost there, but not quite.
Almost
and so
there.
you sometimes have to, you reach for those stars, and like you said, and
You're too close.
I want to
Loosen
see.
up.
This is a test of
Good
that
metaphor.
intestinal fortitude, which sounds like something that an
Intestinal
HMO
fortitude.
doctor would fail to recognize. But
Attitude
I think
here,
this
right
is
there.
this is what today is about.
I am a PPO man myself.
Yeah.
Pay for my own health insurance. Enjoy doing so. With Modok, you have a team that got so close to beating the Patriots. They took them right down to the wire. It appeared in that contest that Matt Atchity maybe hadn't done his due diligence in watching Schmoedown's past to really study how the game is played. But you know him and Greg Drake, if nothing else, are always going to have a pleasant introduction. Can they live up to that intro with their play here today,
Look,
Ken?
let me confess something to you there. I've been playing in the Schmoedown since 2014. Never once watched a match. Don't know. This guy Dale, the dude, one time introduced himself to me. I was like, I don't. Good for you. Hope you enjoyed the trip. I don't know what's going on. I go out there and compete, and that's what actually does. I don't care if he sometimes. I love his Russian accent, by the way. I'm Russian. It sounded good, so I don't hold that against him, and I don't think you should.
Is that true?
I know you are, but I don't think other
One
teams.
could argue that part of competing in the Schmoedown is studying your game tape, and certainly Above the Line has done that. Drew McQueenie, Sam Levine is probably watching it backstage right now. And by the way, Sam Levine, for all of the hard work he's put in, he's got a singles title right now. now, if they win today, he could be potentially owning both belts if they win the number one contender match here today, and then they move on to defeat the Patriots.
That is an accomplishment, and I if that happens, and I know Sam, sometimes he's got this, I'm the champ, whoa, don't praise me. He's a killer. He knows he's a killer, and he's going to tap into that one day. So Sam's got that killer instinct deep inside.
He's killed 11 people. The last 2 he backed over with his car by accident this morning. We move on to the pregame interviews. Here they are.
I'd like if Sam goes and does Douglas movies that he would bring
Ultimately,
the belt
facing the
with him.
Patriots is why I'm here again this
it'd be
season.
hilarious.
I wanted
I like they're going more
to take
casual
this team
time
all
around.
the way to the finish line, and I feel like if we don't do that, then we haven't done what we set out to do as a team.
Doc, that defeat against by the
was
Patriots,
heavy.
that was heavy.
It was tough.
It was tough. I would use the time machine, go back, and tell ourselves not to stay in character.
Anyone who's watched a Modok match knows they are no pushovers. They know their stuff.
kids, Marty,
They're
something's
here
gotta be
to
done about
play.
your kids.
They are very, very knowledgeable people. It's not my call as to whether or not they're in the
Right on
tournament.
that
I probably would have had him in there, but do I
Absolutely
think had they been in
amazing.
there, they would have just been another stepping
Too bad
stone
the
for above the
post
line?
office isn't as efficient as the weather
Yes, I
service.
did.
Sam and Drew, they're really good. They're really good.
Yes.
But
But
I think they have more overlapping. I think their knowledge is in the same areas where we offset each other really well.
You guys
and
both
let's
offset
face it,
each other
we're more
really
fun.
well.
I don't think them taking the Patriots to sudden death is a bigger feat than what we did because
We had to run up, 3 or 4 matches before that, and every one of those was make or break in that tournament.
we had to win 4 matches in a row, and I mean, this is, I do not want to take away anything from Modok, but I have watched that match where they went to sudden death with Patriots. The Patriots were not in top form that day.
We think that above the line.
Patriots
has
thought
had
they
it
lost
easy
it.
because they haven't played us. So
Up until that
since
final
every
question.
champion has had to go through us, they're not really champions until they face us. So
Well, they
if
also
we
thought they
lose, it
lost
just
it
cements
against,
sure they're
above the
champions.
line,
And
too.
if we
I
win, they don't deserve to be champions.
pass under the curtain of booze to defeat us.
Modok, you guys are great, you're smart, you're funny, you're knowledgeable, but you are standing in the way of destiny, and I'm sorry, the road ends for you today.
We're gonna go back in time.
Where they're going, they
keep
don't
our
need
parents from
roads.
getting
Come on.
together. You won't even be born.
You know what? It's not like a Zemeckis movie. It's like a Spielberg movie, and it's Jaws, bitches.
I love Gray.
I mean, you look at that, there's a lot of confidence here brimming, and Modok, clearly, they are ready to get this match going. In character, I think, would be an understatement for that team.
But that's sometimes, I used to do crazy make-em-ups, improv, sketch comedy, and the key is form a character to have a point of view that's different than yours. That might help them. They might come in with a different approach. It's not Gray and Matt, it's whoever they are, and that's an interesting wrinkle to what they do.
Yes, and then
Wrinkle
above the
in
line,
time.
confident as always. I mean, you have a powerhouse like Drew McWeeny teaming up with, as we said, the singles championship winner Sam Levine. They don't look like this is even a competition for them, but I think it's going to be coming down to the wire here, Kenny.
This is going to be a epic main event quality match.
Well, let's go to the story of the tape.
The tale of the tape. Let's start with Modok. Their strengths include rom-coms, costumes, accents, like I've always said, superhero movies, and, of course, great Jeff Goldblum answers. That's what you need. Above the line comes in, 80s. Drew McWeeny. This is a guy, he and I both had OJ cereal growing up. He knows the 80s.
That's pretty good.
Sam's got Oscars classics. So does Drew. Scores and soundtracks, and they're both great in the speed round.
In a game that is known for deep-cut questions and 5-pointers, OJ's A Cereal in the 80s might be the deepest we have ever gone. My ears are bleeding, and to get back to the surface, I will get the bends in my bloodstream. We are about to start the movie Trivia Schmoedown. You guys can follow along at our official Twitter account, at the Schmoedown. Ken, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Look it up here. Are you ready to go? Are you ready to go?
Oh, yes!
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! The floor is yours, good sir.
Here you go. 3 rounds to a finish. Introducing first, with a record of 5 wins and 3 defeats, they are the
we actually got a
2015
copyright
Ultimate Schmoedown
claim
semifinalists and
from
the
the
number
live
2
action one for the
contenders,
music that they use
the
in it.
Kahuna, Matt,
So we should probably talk
Ashley,
more over their
and
entrances
Gray, the
to
Great
not get copyright
Drink
claims.
Team Schmoedown! Great Scott!
why Greg is a befuddled Doc Brown.
I like this a lot. I like that. It's funny. I don't think he naturally had to go buy that outfit. I think he's had. It there.
It was just
can we hear a little bit of your Marty McFly and your Doc Brown?
Maddie, give it to him!
I don't know, Doc. This is heavy.
Excellent.
I give that a solid 8 out of 10, and I would take both of them to the Fish Under the Sea dance.
Absolutely.
And their
The
challengers, I guess, are the
That's
favorites.
enchantment under the sea. Enchantment
good.
under
1
the
point
sea.
for
Do I get a
action.
point? Thank you.
They've seen it.
Thank you.
Good
They've
note!
seen it.
Don't have sex with your mom!
And
Lee
their
Thompson was-
opponents,
Word for Oedipus.
with a record of 4 wins and 1 defeat, they are the 2017 Baby Faces of the Year, the 2017 Rookie Team of the Year, and the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown winners, the Godfather Drew McWeeny, and the reigning Movie Trivia Schmoedown Singles Champion of the World, the glorious one, Sam
Knows how to call the freaking
You notice though, they are not out here in their customary suits, blazers, jackets. They've come kind of low profile. I wonder what that means.
They're in downright hoodies. I mean, this is casual wear for them. Is there a reason why we're getting the hoodies and not the full dress up for above the line?
We'll suit up when we get our title shot.
Yeah. We're back in Rocky 3 training mode right now.
There you go.
It is a title shot that is on the line here today, and your rules in round 1 come of our friends at Radio Shack. Keep in mind, you do have JTE rules. 3 of them are able to be used. That is, if you need to hear a question again,
I was like,
or
they
you
got
just
a
want to
sponsor?
stall for some time, ask us to repeat the question. Each team also has 1 challenge.
No wonder why they got out of
a
business.
question was answered
kidding.
inaccurately, or
Totally
anything
kidding.
goes down
Paid for
that
the
you
wheel.
want reviewed. Modok, are you ready to play?
You bet.
Yes.
All right. They're ready to go in any decade we see fit, whether it's 55, 85, or 2015, or the Old West. Above the line, are you ready?
1885.
Absolutely. I just want to thank the good people over at Nickelodeon's Mutton Stuff for providing me with this wonderful hoodie. It's a fine children's program, and I was honored to be on it. Yes, we are ready.
There you go.
Yeah.
If God is my witness, I thought you said muffins.
Wear your pilgrim outfit, my
I said
friend.
children's program. Children's.
It just
I'll
gets
wear my
dirtier and dirtier.
Uncle
Sam
Bet's
Levine, of course, from the
outfit
hit
one
show
day.
Even
You'll see.
Stevens. Let's get ready to Schmoedown. It's time to Schmoedown.
That should be marked. It's time to
Ken Knapsack
Schmoedown.
will be administering the first question. Ken, what's our category opening up today?
All right, first of 8 questions comes in the category of animated. Animated. Which 2002 Disney film is a science fiction adaptation of a classic Robert Louis Stevenson novel and features the voice talents of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Emma Thompson, and Martin Short? The legendary Martin Short, one of my heroes.
One of the, would you say, the best late night talk show guest of all time?
Charles Grodin. Charles Grodin is that.
Wow.
I love
5.
Charles Grodin.
4, 3, Robin Williams. 2, Don Rickles. 1, Bob Newhart. And pens down. Matt Atchity, you're up first.
Treasure Planet.
Give him a point.
I mean, Treasure Planet.
That's correct.
I guessed it Titan AE.
Close.
Doc
They're
Brown is
similar.
incorrect.
In 1999, I auditioned thrice for this movie, Treasure Planet.
Perfect.
Oh, boy, you can't win them all, Sam, but maybe you can win here today and get some measure of revenge on Mr. Louis Stevenson. Your next question comes from the world of comedies. These are movies that are funny. What actress played a sexually aggressive dentist in the comedy Horrible Bosses? Ken Knapsack, the worst boss you've ever had. Let's take the last, 10 years of your life out of the equation.
Myself, currently freelance.
You're not good with taxes.
I don't know how to spell her
4,
last name.
3,
Doesn't matter.
2, and 1. Looking for answers starting with Drew.
That would be Jennifer Aniston.
That is correct. Gray.
Always Team Jennifer Aniston.
That is correct. Sam.
Co-written by my dear friend Jonathan Francis Daly. That would be Jennifer Aniston.
And actually,
Jennifer Aniston.
that is correct. 4-3 ball game. 4-3 ball game.
Ken, I've never seen more booze for someone who just wants to let everybody know he's well liked in Hollywood.
I have a lot of very successful friends.
And a Canadian girlfriend.
Don't talk about her.
Question 3 comes in the category of 80s movies. 80s movies. Who plays Detective Billy Rosewood in the 1984 movie Beverly Hills Cop?
Maybe,
I'm
maybe
just
my
guessing.
favorite movie with the word cop in it. Although I did like Let's Be Cops famously.
Let's Be Cops
Nobody
is
else
good.
did.
4,
I did.
Except
3,
Josh McCool. You're
2,
the only one.
and 1. He doesn't count. Looking for answers starting with Gray Drake.
I just erased my answer. I didn't have time to rewrite it.
Oh, okay. That's a no. Sam.
Send in the judge, Reinhold.
That's
we
right.
go.
Matt Ashley.
I rewrote it, got Judge Ryan. I didn't get the whole.
Okay, we can't
Give
accept
you a
that.
point.
Can't accept that.
Can't accept that. Need a
accept
hold.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Needed a hold. Needed a hold. Sorry.
Judge Reinhold.
Donald Reinhold for above the line. So it is
asked to repeat the
6-3.
question to
Some
finish
fumbles
that
there.
writing.
See if that point is going to cost Modok here in the long run.
Love
Yeah,
Judge
yeah,
Reinhold.
we'll see. Just ask
I miss
John
him.
Rocco about that whiteboard.
All right, your next category is in the world of horror thrillers. Horror thrillers, and your question is, what is the name of the club the group of friends call themselves in the 2017 hit movie It?
Wouldn't know that answer. I haven't. Still scared of the movie. Still scared of the movie.
He hasn't seen it, or
recently
he's
saw,
scared?
Black Panther for the first
Yeah,
time. Did you enjoy it?
about a month and a half after it came out, but I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah, really good movie.
Yeah.
Good film.
It's
5,
a really good book.
4,
I really like the
3,
book.
2, and 1. Pens
Except
down,
for
we go
some-
to the well-liked in Hollywood Sam Levine.
The answer is Jane Fonda.
A great reference, but we cannot run a point for that. Sorry, that is
Clearly said.
not quite
You should give him a
legible
point.
enough. We go to Matt Atchity. Do you have it?
Like in
The
that
Losers
midnight
Club.
book.
It is
That
the
is
Losers
correct.
Club for 1 point. Drew McQueen.
That'll be the Losers Club.
I'm
That is
actually
correct,
really surprised that
All right, so
Sam didn't get that.
Did I challenge that? It clear. Fine, I'll let it go.
Modoc, hang it in there.
Are you
Modoc,
calling Jane Fonda a loser, my friend?
Modoc, hang it in there.
Yes, and I will agree, Matt Atchity, even if he had written it legibly, Jane Fonda was not the name of the club that the group of friends called themselves.
Jane
in the
Fonda
movie
Club.
It.
All right, question 5.
I'm really
Question 5
surprised Sam
comes in the
didn't get
category
that.
of action adventure. Action adventure. Aaron Paul stars in which 2014 racing film?
Jesus.
How many speeding tickets have you got?
Oh boy, none in the last 5 years.
0 for me.
I rectified my driving ability in the last 5 years.
I had to go. What's the other one?
Four.
Other than
Fast
Gran
Four in the
Turismo?
moment.
Gran Turismo.
2, 1. Looking for answers, starting with Matt Ashley.
Need for Speed.
That
I
is
did Speed
correct.
Line, so I get extra points.
Very
right?
fast
I like
answer.
it.
Need for speed.
All right.
I was going to write the
I
4.
forgot
but
the name of it, so I said driving like a boss.
I mean, he was, but wrong. Sam.
I got the need for speed.
That is correct. All right,
Voting
so
Top Gun, getting the answer right with need of speed.
Never saw it.
And we have a
6.
3-point game
Just played
has
the
been
video
opened up here with Above the Line in the lead
Hot
as
Pursuit.
we move
Yep.
on to
Most
our
Wanted.
6th question in round 1.
played
That is
the
in the
Hot Pursuit
world of family films. The whole family can find these mildly amusing. Your question is,
You're like
who
Stevie Wonder over
portrayed
there.
Oh,
George
my neck hurts.
in the 1997 live-action adaptation
Wait,
of
what?
George of the Jungle?
Oh my god.
crowd not liking that. They have determined themselves that it's easy.
George in a fight against Tarzan, who wins?
Oh, definitely George. 5, 4,
I go Tarzan all day
3,
on that.
2, and 1. Look for answers. Start with Drew.
That would be Brendan Fraser.
That is correct for 10 points. Greg.
Brendan Fraser.
That is correct. Sam.
Rhymes with razor, Brendan Fraser.
That's right.
Brendan Fraser.
All right, clean sweep across the board for everyone there. It is still 11-8 above the
Thomas
line.
Hayden Church is
Seventh
the
question.
villain.
Seventh question in the category of fantasy
Leslie
sci-fi.
Mann is
A young man must stop
his
the Lord of
girlfriend.
Darkness
Yes.
from both destroying daylight and marrying the woman he loves in what 80s fantasy film?
Man, you think destroying daylight would have been enough?
Yeah,
and then on top of it, taking away his lady.
Yeah.
Come on.
If they didn't say 80s, I would have answered the
I don't know
question.
this movie. No idea.
It's a
5,
3 points. Simon and
4,
Garfunkel.
3,
Don't know.
2, and 1. Pens down. Look for answers starting with Gray.
I panicked. Labyrinth?
Nope. You remind me of the man. What man? Not the right answer. Sam.
I made the same mistake.
really.
Wow. Okay.
Lord of Darkness.
that
Who
actually-
also
Cruise.
has successful friends in Hollywood, baby? It's Doc Brown!
That
That's the
actually.
movie that gave us Tom Cruise in armor with no pants.
That's
Legend.
right. Legend.
Tim
That's what I was
Curry.
thinking of.
Legend.
That is
Start with an
correct.
L.
All right, final one of this round.
Contest.
Tim Curry is
Our last
Lord of
question
Darkness,
in
the devil.
round one is a Patreon
I've seen what he
question.
looks
This
like, I just never
comes
knew.
from a loyal patron of the Schmoedown. The young person's name is Abdullah Al-Shirawi. Thank you, Abdullah, for supporting the show. And in the category that you wanted the question in, movie release dates.
Of course.
I'm a big fan of yours.
Patreon and enjoy
Sam
the
loves it.
tiers. This could be you one day.
12-9 here, close round. Sam's pretty confident this final question.
And Abdullah asks, the following 3 comic book films all came out in 2008. You need to list them in the order that they were released.
What?
From earliest to latest.
I rescind my being a big fan of this.
But they're going to give you
The
them.
movies are The Dark Knight, Iron Man, and The Incredible Hulk. We'll give you a little more time to write down these answers. Again, you need to get them in the order that they were released from earliest to latest in the year of 2008.
2008. What was your cholesterol count in 2008?
I think it was a 4 or 5.
Mine was abnormally high.
I worked in the theater at that time, so I'm going
I
based off
feel
of
bad.
what was in the theater at the time.
You got all the good ones.
For
I
the
got the upside, you
longest.
got the downside. All right.
Oh, God damn it.
We're going to give them a little bit more time here as we count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to go pens down. Pens down. Pens down.
We're
And
starting
same
with
movie we were
Sam.
starting with.
Okay. 1 is Hulk, 2 is Iron Man, 3 is Dark Knight.
Nope.
That is incorrect.
Iron Man's before Hulk. Incredible Hulk.
That match.
Iron Man, Dark Knight, Incredible Hulk.
Incorrect.
Okay, I got it right then.
It's Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk, the Dark Knight.
That's correct.
Damn, I put Dark Knight, Iron Man, then Incredible Hulk.
Nope, she got it wrong too as
Got it
well.
wrong too. It's a tough, great question.
Yeah.
Abdullah, thank you for supporting the Patreon.
Movie
Only
theater,
one person
man. I'm
getting
working there.
and
I was
it's
trying to
years
remember
above
when
the
I
line.
said-
A little bit
in
more
the
Tony
pushing going
Stark's
into
in
round two.
Incredible
It is now
Hulk,
13 to
so-
9.
No, I
Before
know,
it's
but I was
gonna
trying to
be
figure out, like, the
Best
order that I
teammate
went
I've
to
ever
go
had.
see
Was
it.
that
You
the
know what I
eighth
mean?
question?
In my head,
That is the
but-
8th and final
That would be a
question.
perfect round for Drew, I believe.
Oh, nice.
It is a perfect round for Drew McWeeny. Thank you to Sam Levine for knowing that.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't going to forget that.
One of his highfalutin friends at some fancy Hollywood Hills party told Sam Levine, then he just told us. So now Drew McWeeny is going to get a question asked just to Drew because he got a perfect round 1. Your bonus question, sir, is what 1998 comedy takes place at a graduation party and starred Jennifer Love Hewitt, Ethan Embry,
Can't hardly wait.
Seth Green, and Lauren Ambrose?
Can't hardly wait.
1
correct.
point.
That's correct.
And now it's a 5-point lead.
Right.
Going into round 2, the perfect round pays off for Drew McWeeny.
Damn it, I
Can
love
we
this
give
man.
him an extra bonus point if he names the band that wrote that song and sang that song? No?
Yeah, I can. That would be Love Burger.
No replacements. Paul Westerberg. All right. I win this round
That
of
was
music
Steel
trivia.
Burgers.
And
Best,
will on the line be the
rendition
replacements
of
for Team
Paradise
Patriots at
City.
the top of the heap? Well, they can win this match, and then they
Can't
will face the
hardly wait.
Patriots.
With
But
Daniel
we'll have 2
Danny
more rounds to go with
Korsmo.
Modok fighting
He
at their
played
heels.
Jack
In
and,
round
Hook.
2, it
He's
is
the son.
known as the Wheel Round.
Oh, yeah.
Is a sponsored Patreon slice
wasn't paying
from
attention.
one of
Did
our
I get a
patron
perfect
supporters,
score
and that
and the
is
bonus point
slice of
here?
So, yes.
classics.
I missed
Somebody
2.
wanted
Why can't I get more rounds like
on
those?
the wheel. They want to see them get classics, and we have a classic game in the works here, Ken. We go to round 2. Above the line, you are in the lead 14 to 9. You have the first spin of the wheel if you want it, or you can defer to Modok.
We will defer.
Modok, you're up.
All
Who would
right,
you like to
well,
have
Jim's go
spin?
first here. All right. Sometimes I like that. There's different ways of putting the pressure on your opponent.
They don't have a good round 2. All of a
Spin is
sudden,
in.
above the line is just chilling in a hammock with a margarita. Crowd wants Street. They're begging for Street. They're not going to get it. It could be opponent choice, Ken. That is. Do you want to keep that slice? Matt Ashley and Greg Drake, they've seen a lot of movies.
Yeah, but
A
they're
lot of
not.
classic movies coming their way. Is that what they want?
They're not reporting on them.
All right, they're going to go again. They're going to go again. Hey,
From
you
the
know,
Patreon slice.
you have to do sometimes what your opponent feels comfortable with or your teammate feels comfortable with.
But again, they could spin classics now, then they're going to be stuck with it, Ken, and the wheel could be going that way. We might have classics again, Ken.
Oh,
It just limped over there, and I am happy to say that Scott Curtis is our patron. Scott Curtis is the member of the Schmoedown Patreon that wanted that slice on the wheel. I'm not sure if Scott was hoping Modok gets it. Modok was hoping they didn't get it. They ended up spinning it, Ken, and you have those questions for them right now.
I do. You're going to get 6 questions in this round from this category.
For everybody counting at home, that's 4 more questions, and Ken currently has Butterfingers available on our desk.
I asked for 4. I only got 2.
You can't always get what you want.
I got a Butterfinger bunny.
Try sometimes, you get the diabetes.
For Easter.
All right.
Great Scott, Ken. That's a lot of Butterfingers.
First question.
Don't make it heavy.
Who directed the following classic films? The Philadelphia Story, A Star is Born, and My Fair Lady.
Who starred? Barbara Streisand?
Directed.
Oh. I have no idea.
Whispering into the young.
John Hudson? I don't know.
Do a count. 5.
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
We're going to go with George Cukor.
That's correct for 2 points.
Nice.
George Cukor, the famed director, they got it right. They were
Man, we
within
need
a
to watch
point.
more
Excuse me, they're within 3
Not
points.
only that,
of
but
above
find
the
out who directed them.
All right. Your
And what years they
second
came out, and if there were
question in
Oscars.
this
There's so
round
much.
is, which Akira Kurosawa film predominantly follows 2 peasants on an adventure?
That would be Hidden Fortress.
That's correct.
Matt Ashby.
Or is also known as Star Wars Episode 3.5. Third question out of 6. In White Christmas, who sings "If You're Worried and You Can't Sleep, Count Your Blessings Instead of Sheep"?
Bing Crosby.
Maybe. I don't remember. He's only
Can
never
we get
remembered.
multiple choice, please?
Yes, you may. A. Bing Crosby. B. Danny Kaye. C. Fred Astaire. D. Bob Hope.
Danny Kaye.
That's incorrect. Chance for a steal from above the line.
Can you repeat the choices, please?
Yes.
Above the line, just waking up in round 2.
A. Bing Crosby. B. Danny Kaye. C. Fred Astaire. D. Bob Hope.
Bing Crosby, because he's the one in it.
Let's go with A.
Bing Crosby is correct. That's
Yay,
1 point.
I would've gotten
Steal.
that.
He was dreaming of a White Christmas, Ken,
The other
and
3.
above the line now has a 2-point gap. Plenty of questions left for Modok in round 2.
All right. This will be your 4th in this
I've
round.
seen the movie once.
Who played Victor Laszlo in 1943's Casablanca?
Maddie speaks for me. Go ahead.
All right. We need an answer.
Peter Lorre.
That is incorrect. Incorrect. Above the line for a steal.
Paul Hendricks?
That is incorrect. Paul Henreid.
Oh.
Close. So
Paul
close.
Henry, he was not a guitar-wielding
Roca is
enthusiast.
furious right now.
That was
All right, guys.
close.
5th question in this round. 5th question. How many times did Claude Rains play the role of Jack Griffin, the Invisible Man?
Twice? I don't know.
I'd say 2.
Gonna need an answer?
I'm going to say 3.
That is incorrect for the steal above the line.
Yeah, it's kind of a waste to go to multiple choice, because
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, or 4.
We need an answer in 5.
We'll go with twice.
That is incorrect. Only once.
See,
Only
boy.
once.
My reasoning behind
Today,
why I would have gone with 1, 2
tomfoolery
is like
trick
everybody's
question,
really
guys.
only
Slow
played
down.
the Invisible Man once. Kevin Bacon, Christian
Clarification,
Slater,
he played 2 more
Chevy
times, just no
Chase.
one time.
So like maybe.
Okay.
See what he did
Except
there.
for Johnny
Modok.
Depp, who didn't even get to play
Trying to
him.
get... I might add that in pencil and paper later.
All right. Your final
It could
question
happen
in this round of classics.
eventually.
Final question.
No. it
The
won't.
song Moon River was written for what Audrey Hepburn movie?
Breakfast at Tiffany.
That's right.
And I said, what about breakfast at Tiffany's? She said, I think I remember the film. Why, yes, I recall.
Guys, we don't have the rights. Definitely don't have the rights.
We're going to move on
I think we all
in
get 5
round
points for sitting
2.
3 down.
One more time than me.
It's a tie ball game, is that correct?
I have
It's
15,
actually
15.
pretty cute.
I would have said Sabrina.
We
Because
move
I saw
on
the
in round
updated
2
version.
here, and above the line,
With,
well, you know, Modok, they
Harrison
got
Ford.
some questions right above the line with enough of a steal to at least
And,
maintain a tie. They have a spin left.
on Amazon
Which member
Prime.
of your team would enjoy spinning the wheel of fate?
The man with the magic arm, Mr. Drew
I
McQueen.
forgot who else was
Drew
in it.
McQueenie confidently strolls up.
Right.
It's a good one.
Stanton. Stanton was in it.
To the wheel. All the
Jane,
freshness
Jane,
and boldness of the world
No.
at his
What's
fingers.
the other?
Nobody spins it like you, Drew.
It's
Nobody.
Canadian.
Spin
That's
is
to bring it
it.
to
Spin
a
is
different-
it.
It's like Ernie Els. You can't even see
Maybe.
how hard he's working to
That's
spin
right.
that. It's just a warm maple syrup
What's
kind
the
of
other
spin.
font
that
at?
Coca-Cola
Will
has.
Clark's
Peter?
swing in
No.
1989.
Jane?
Effortless.
No.
Butter.
Exciting.
And it's going to land.
Yeah, there we go.
On
Bridget.
1980.
Perfect. Look at him. He
We're
loves it.
keeping it,
He loves
Jeff.
Did I say the man had a golden arm? Or did I say the man had a golden arm?
You said
Who's
man
coming
had
to
a golden
Vegas
arm.
with me?
All right.
Drew
Can we get a
McQueen.
mulligan on their spin?
You cannot, unfortunately, use your mulligan on an opponent's spin. A nice, clever usage of the rules. Matt Ashley has been watching the Schmoedowns. However, it is 80s movies for Above the Line, a category they're
Could
very
they
excited
challenge
about.
it?
Your
I
first
challenge
question
that
of
spin.
6. What was the first movie to pair Tom Hanks and Sally Field as co-stars?
Isn't that
Funny.
comedy movie?
Yeah.
They got the
Punchline.
movie
I know,
that
it's like
is
that
so
comedy
accurate
movie.
to the real world of
1988.
stand-up
I saw like
comedy.
the first 10 minutes of
John
it.
Goodman is the stay-at-home husband who just hates it his wife gets out at night.
They're
Young
lovers,
DJ
and then
Tanner
later
Candace
their
Cameron
mother
plays
and
Sally
son.
Field's daughter.
Punchline.
And we move on with no additional points awarded. 2-point lead in your next question in round 2, the world of 80s movies. In 1983's A Christmas Story, what is the major award that the dad received?
A leg lamp. A major award.
Fragile.
Yeah, it's the plug-in leg lamp.
That's correct.
Give him 2 points. Give him 2 points. I think
Sam
that
went a
one
different
really
way
hurt
with that
Modok.
in
I
his
think
head.
they knew
Yeah.
the answer as
Wait.
well. Could have been a steal.
Fragile. Yeah, Fragile.
All right, so now
See, he went
we
to
move on
Fragile
to your
in his
third
head, maybe.
question. In the 1980s films, who plays Ariel's best friend Rusty in 1984's Footloose?
Chris Penn.
Some people in the crowd
I
react.
don't-
to
I
that.
don't-
Could be
names.
Could be something you know.
Chris
offhand.
Penn.
I don't know.
Just one of
I don't
those.
remember his name. I could see his face.
Dead.
I don't remember his name.
Stop pointing your gun at my dad.
Can you repeat the
He's
question?
in
Certainly
Reservoir
can do
Dogs.
that.
There, the first JT rule.
Who plays Ariel's best friend Rusty in 1984's Footloose?
I'm guessing just because he's the only other one I know besides John Lithgow and Kevin Bacon.
And once again,
Definitely
we'll
not
go
John
on.
Lithgow.
I'm gonna say Chris Penn.
That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
Neil
Damn.
Modok.
See, that's
2
like
points
that's the only
Yeah.
ones we
That's
know.
pretty huge.
Could be very big.
You need an answer in
What's Kevin Bacon's name in that
4.
movie?
You
Wait,
cannot.
Dance Man.
3, 2,
What do you mean?
1.
Kevin Bacon.
That is incorrect. Looking for Sarah Jessica Parker.
Damn.
All right, come on, friend.
It was a girl.
Rusty was a
That
girl.
was a big miss for
I concur.
Above the Line because they are putting the pressure on the neck
Yeah.
of Modok here, but they have more in this round.
And a big miss for Modok as well. Could have really closed things up.
Remember when
here,
they
but
remade
we still
Enough with the
have
guilt
I
trip.
don't remember that. I never saw it.
your
I had to
next
clean the
question.
theater every
World
time I
1980s
did.
Still want to talk to my
movies.
wife for that.
Saw
In
that Final
Blade
Dance number
Runner,
way too many times.
Which replicant does Deckard retire first? We're looking for the name.
Oh man.
Leon.
Is incorrect. You go to Modok.
I don't remember names.
Yeah, I don't remember what his name was. It's the guy from
The
Fifth
dancer one,
Element.
but I don't remember her name
Need
though.
the
Can we
name.
get multiple
You
choice?
certainly
Yes.
cannot.
Alice.
5, 4,
Vera.
3.
Alicia.
You need a final answer.
Gray Drake.
What's up, Chris?
Can I
Incorrect.
answer without without getting points?
Sure.
Zora.
There
That's
you go.
correct, but no points
Zora.
there. All right.
You are right, Matt Ashley. No points are awarded. It is now a 4-point game, and we have 2
Those are some
questions
tough
left.
80s
If Modok
questions.
happens to
Yeah.
steal these, we'd be tied to the end, or Above the Line could really put the heat on for a technical knockout if we get to round 3, which we will. Your question: what 80s crime comedy stars John Candy, Eugene Levy, Robert Loggia, and Meg Ryan?
Armed and
2
dangerous.
points.
Damn
for
it, Armed
Above the
and
Line.
Dangerous. God damn
Love
it.
that movie.
Now
The freaking
a 6-point and literally
armed cars.
one
Armored
and a
cars.
half members of
I can't
our
even
crowd
say
for Above the Line.
armed.
Seems like Modok is
Dangerous.
trying to
Armed
favor,
and
but
dangerous. God damn it.
with only one
They dress in
question left in
drag.
round
Well,
two, their
it's John
chance-
Candy
their
dresses
chances
in
of
drag in
steal
San Francisco.
dwindling. Your last
And
question
Eugene
Dressed in drag
Levy's
and do the
round
hula?
2.
No,
Which
but
actor
Eugene Levy's
played
wearing
Sean
assless
Astin's
chaps.
brother Brand in
Josh
Don't need that
Brolin.
picture.
Would that be Josh Brolin?
It would be Josh Brolin, and it would be an 8-point lead going into round 3, so above the line. Drew McQueenie, Sam Levine dubbed him the man with a golden arm. He certainly spun that with the category of 80s. They did very well. But Modok, they have a puncher's chance here. They're going to be answering their slate of questions predominantly first as we get to round 3. Round 3. Each team is going to give us a series
the map on
of
Eugene
3
Levy's
numbers.
ass
They range
to cover
from 1
up
to
his
20. They're going to
bare
correspond to
cheeks
3 different
'cause he's
movie
wearing
categories
assless
up here.
10, 2, and 12.
14.
Good 10, 2, and 12.
Okay. We need
Nobody says numbers like Drew.
14.
3 numbers that are not 10, 2, and 12.
4, 9, and 1.
11, 3, and 13.
Oh, playing head games.
Did you just IBM Hal? Just IBM Held us. I was thinking,
Maybe I
oh my
did.
God.
Maybe
He
I
IBM Held us, guys. That's not cool.
All right. Ken Knapsack
Big
will be
names up in
administering
there.
the questions to Modok, and they need to dig themselves out of a hole here, Ken.
All right. The category will be Disney. Who will be answering this 2-point question?
What about Disney?
So you need to hit all of them.
Yeah.
Gray Drake. Gray Drake will be answering the question. She cannot confer with Matt Ashley. Your 2-point question.
They're second
What
and
Disney
third and
animated movie
5.
features the Billy Joel song, Why Should I Worry?
Oliver and Company.
Wow, 2 points! 2 points there.
You know, I know she's dressed like Doc Brown, but Gray Drake looks like any frazzled professor in any Disney movie I've ever seen.
Right. All right. For your second
That's true.
question, which was a 3-pointer, you chose the number 3. That corresponds to the category of fantasy sci-fi, Matt. Name the corporation that manufactures replicants in Blade Runner.
Tyrell Corporation.
Do you need to hit
Good
this?
job.
They do need to hit this.
Matt
Yes.
does not get this right.
And repeat the question, please.
All right, using your first JT.
Yeah.
Name the corporation that
Tyrell
manufactures replicants.
He's going to say in the new one or
Blade
the old one?
We're talking about the first movie.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they would have said Blade Runner 2049.
He knows it, and it's not
I
coming to
want to say
him.
Wait Will You Tell Me, and that's not it. It's,
Nope.
Looking for a final
Tyrell.
answer.
Come on.
5.
Tyrell.
You got this. You got this, Tyrell.
Tyrell. Pyramid.
1.
Lost it.
No answer. So with that, we have a winner by way of the line, the Tyrell Corporation. The Tyrell Corporation was what we were looking
he's
for.
kicking
Tyrell
himself.
Corporation is
That
what we
could
were
have happened
looking
to me.
for, and we were also in search
I would've
of
been
a
like
really good
that.
game, and Modok certainly gave that to above the line.
I would've
They were
gotten
playing
there,
a little
but
bit of catch
damn.
up right from the get-go, and I
he
think
got hung
that
up on
really
Wayland
just
Yutani, that would be
too
hard to
deep
get
of a
out
well
of to
that
get
they
to
could not
Tyrell.
pull themselves out of, but a very game effort by Modok, and above the
That's
line,
two
I'd
Blade
say
Runner questions
a
back to
worthy,
back.
perhaps
That sucks.
successor to the Patriots. We're going to see that play
Wayland
for the real
Yutani
Like I
second.
is
said,
Alien
it pains
and
me to put them in
Predator.
that category, but there could be a day of reckoning coming, and this puts them on to face the Patriots here. Drew with a perfect first round. I thought an uneven second round for the team, but they didn't need it. They coasted, not coasted. Yeah, they went into this victory, but they needed that third round, and that's what I was trying to say
No,
there.
that was
but,
funny, but it
you know
was.
who can talk better? Jen Sturger. She's with the winners and losers.
Jen at the table.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm Jen Sturgeon here
Let's
with
do
Above the Line. Guys, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. McWeenie, fantastic round.
Thank you.
Round 1. And the Golden Arm. Sam, you were there.
Wow.
You guys got to be feeling really good about today's performance.
Today was
Perfect
fun. And here's why it was
I like
fun,
how
because there were
I know.
moments where they really started to put the heat on.
I scratch
where
your
we
back and stretch
thought
mine
there
is
was stuff
basically
we
what's
didn't.
happening there.
You know, it is very possible to walk in too confident, and I'm glad that we had this match before we face the Patriots because we know what we want.
He
You
doesn't
guys
like to
seemed
be
pretty
handed
stoked when you
things.
hit the 80s in the second
like
round.
Tony Stark.
What? They weren't as easy as you
That
guys
was a
thought
cut.
they were going to be, were they?
Let me field that. They were not as easy as we thought they were going to
Maybe
be.
he
And
went
Drew
on
and I
for
had
like
talked
10 minutes.
about this earlier, and our strategy played perfectly, which was if we weren't 100% sure not to do multiple choice to give our opponents the mathematical advantage, and it worked every time in our favor.
Interesting strategy.
Thank you very much.
Speaking of facing the Patriots, you
Yeah.
guys have any strategies going into this match?
We do. I have thought long and hard about what we would do if we ever had to face the Patriots again. And 3 weeks ago, I watched Remember the Titans on an airplane. So there's no more gaps, guys. That's it. There's no possible way you can beat us
Fill
a
in the
second time now.
gaps.
So I feel pretty good about that.
All right, well, best of luck to you guys. Very excited for this match.
Thank you, Jen. So are we.
Oh, Modok. Oh, great Scott. Great Scott. No, you know what? Mathematically, when you look at the score, it doesn't seem close. That was a very close game. Tony, you guys have got to be kicking yourself on a few of those.
You know, our parents didn't get together at the dance. Biff stepped in. We're not even going to be born. It's a rough beat.
Yeah, we're in a convertible full of crap.
Yeah.
This is so hard. It was like every hole in our knowledge was hit today.
Yeah, it was a tough one. That's a tough team to beat.
They're great.
Absolutely. And then you hit classics, and then you hit classics again. So there was no avoiding classics today for you. But you still kept it respectable. How were you feeling going into that last round?
Although they did pretty damn good with
Not
classics, so.
great. I was like, oh, we're in trouble. This is we're.
You know, I used the JTE rule, tried to give myself more time to think of Terrell. I just couldn't do it.
It was hard.
Frustrating. It's a tough beat, but I really, really want to see those guys take down the Patriots. I think we all do, right?
Oh, it's way better than playing the Patriots. And it's way better than losing
Absolutely.
to the Patriots. Patriots, boo.
But what's
boo.
next for you guys?
Oh, more time travel.
Bar around the corner.
We gotta go back, way back.
Exactly.
Before this match.
Break out the little game.
There you go.
It's gonna be good.
Hit it hard, Marty.
Back to you guys.
Well, I mean, look, you see a lot of chaos backstage. Let's talk about Modok first, because Modok, we haven't seen the last of them in the team league by any stretch of the imagination. We love not only their entrances, but Matt Ashley and Great Drake, I think they complement each other better than they ever have before. It just so happens they ran into a juggernaut with Above the Line.
Juggernaut, choice of questions. That no Jeff Goldblum pulls today, but
A tough spin in round two.
I love watching Matt and Gray compete, and I hope they continue to do it. I hope they pull themselves together and kind of race for some championship contention. And Above the Line, they are a scary team.
I mean, you could argue that Scott Curtis, our patron, felled Modok as well as Above the Line because they got that tough spin of classics in round two. Meanwhile, Above the Line spinning 80, certainly in their wheelhouse, is beating I mean, look, you talk about great teams, and then you have the Patriots. I hate them too, but they're on another level of greatness right now. Do you think Above the Line has the mettle it takes to knock them off the platform?
Here is the key to our success in the Lions, Dan, if I may say. We never take anyone lightly. So we research, we study, we are ready for the battle. Is Above the Line going to bring it? You absolutely betcha they will bring it.
And they will win.
Well, we would hope that everybody out there is ready for the free-for-all. It's going to be on April 13th is when it drops. It's a massive competition. It's going to be so much fun. More competitors, a bigger, better everything to the nines, and there's going to be a lot of fan watch-alongs out there all over the world. Ken, listen to these cities that they already have set watch-alongs. Texas, New York, Chicago, Arizona, and the UK. To find out where and when you can join all these watch-alongs and watch the free-for-all live on April 13th, just join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. The one for the Arizona meetup is going to be at a bar. No Anchovies. It's a pizza and bar. Check that out. More info for that on our Twitter feed at the Schmoedown.
You know, I'm not allowed back in Flagstaff, Arizona. Not there, right?
It is not there. We're standing on the corner in Winslow. Just hitch a ride over to Tucson and enjoy the free-for-all. Maybe you'll see some of your favorite competitors go right there. And also check out the Schmoedown rundown on iTunes. Ken,
local
I plugged enough stuff
competitors
here
will be
today.
there.
Where can the kids find you?
Oh, you can find me not in Flagstaff, Arizona, but at Ken Napsuck across all social media platforms.
Make sure you guys check out the Schmoedown Patreon. If you like Patreon, check out our Office Space commentary. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this. And don't forget, the free-for-all coming up real soon. We'll see you next time on the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Schmoedown.
Drew, I'll see you around, buddy.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh,
You're just right here waiting for me?
I was congratulating you on such a big win. Now we get to have a rematch.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this rematch. I've had a taste in my mouth for this rematch since the Spectacular last year.
I bet you have had that taste in your mouth. I'm hungry for my own rematch because you know what? JT and I, we got to prove that it wasn't a fluke beating you guys.
Yeah, I think I want to prove that it was. And I already said this before, so I'll let you guys know. I have seen Remember the Titans, so whatever movies you guys felt like you're lacking in, now's the time to watch them, pal.
JT and I don't really have any holes in our game. All I have to say is remember to write the answer down this time in the third round, because we saw what happened with Roka.
Right. We all saw what happened with Roka. And,
I'm sure you guys won't make that mistake. You'll make other mistakes.
We'll make other mistakes, but they won't cost us the match. I think second time's the charm for me and Drew. So.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Go celebrate.
I'd love to be there for that match since you were there for the...
You enjoy that?
Spectacular.
Oh, I am. I actually have to go polish it. Excuse me.
I'm going to go polish mine. We need more belt polish.
And they're all laughing in the background. You can hear them. Okay, so yes.
Just do a little spit and grind, And then like rub it off. Come on.
It's funny because more than likely, we did see that there was a cut in the post interview. They probably did that there, but they were like, no, it'd probably just be cooler to do like a postscript scene.
You know what? That seems fair.
And I prefer that. You don't need to drag out the interviews anymore if you can do it this way. It gives you a little bit of just in the moment type of crap talking. So I like that. If that is how it played out, keep doing that. That's fun to see. I like seeing more around the studio, especially as WWE style. Everyone talk crap around the back.
I do have to say, like, coming into this match, I really like that question that one of the Patreon followers
in order
that allow for the order, because you know what, for movie release dates, that's clever, to be honest, because yeah, granted, you get movie release dates, you're like, oh, what year did this movie come out? But this was like a twist on it where it's like, this movies came out in this year, put them in the order that they came out in that year. Which you kind of have to go into your brain a little bit more, and you're like, okay, was it earlier in the year when I went to go see this movie, but I remember this movie coming out at this time and waiting in line forever at the theater at midnight? You know, like, it's just...
It gives you more of a fighting chance versus getting it 1 year before or 1 year after. However, it does seem to work for Wayne Brady on Let's Make a Deal on CBS because they do that there too. Except they do it with music and movies quite often. So, except there it's like $1,000 is on the line when they do it. But yes, I agree. It does give you more of a fighting chance, especially because you can bring in some real world scenarios, like me being an usher at a movie theater during those times, remembering how many times I saw it.
I know. I was trying to remember. I was like, okay, I remember being at the midnight premiere for The Dark Knight. But I don't remember, was it during the summer? I'm pretty sure it was during the summer. Okay, so The Dark Knight was at the summer, but like I couldn't remember where Iron Man and Hulk came in.
It's tough, and like even some of them ended up putting Incredible Hulk before Iron Man. It's like, no.
That one I knew to put Iron Man before Incredible Hulk.
Because you're a fan of the
MCU, like, so I knew
starting
the
out
line,
Paramount
because I knew the line of all the MCU movies. I was like, I know Iron Man is the very first one in that, and then Incredible Hulk came out. I just didn't know like where it landed.
It's a way to trip
the
people
Dark
up.
Knight.
So yes, more movie release dates like that. You guys are doing great what you're doing over there.
Yeah.
And yes, the shout out to the viewing parties. No Anchovies here in Tucson, Arizona, in the heart of the UofA. We'll have the information down below with the link to the Facebook event, so you can track it there.
I know that some of you guys in Phoenix are like, Tucson, what about Phoenix? Like, if you guys want to do something in Phoenix, like, do it.
Put it together, and maybe we'll come up there. Probably not.
I mean, the reason why we it's just easier for us because we do have regular jobs.
And our regular jobs tend to drag on through Friday.
And No Anchovies was like a huge thing because we have it in what Tim has been a huge help with doing everything for that. So him and Ashley too, both of them have been.
Well, Tim actually, that was like his second home away from home was No Anchovies. So it just it made sense that they would actually be able to do that. That's why when I picked it, I was like, Tim, go and see if we can do that there. And then, Ashley put together a nice revised photo, and they're putting flyers up at the UofA to get more people to go. So if you're in the Tucson area, if you're in the Arizona area, or the neighboring states, John Roca, get your ass over here.
Yeah, John Roca, don't be just interested in it.
Say you are coming. And Christian, we saw you're interested too. We know you're interested. Get on a plane, fly over here.
Go on, do it for God's sake.
We'll bring for God's sake, it's a good viewing party. But yeah, thanks guys for the shout out for the viewing party. And I see so many other cities and states.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. Like, wherever you are in like any city, any town, just put out the feelers, as they would say, about like, hey, I want to do that. Like, initiate it. If nothing is happening in your town, initiate it and be like, I know I've seen a lot come through the Movie Trivia Schmoedown group, asking like, hey, is there something going on? Like, if there's nothing going on, just be like, hey, should I start one?
Right.
Is anybody interested?
And look for a lot of those, like, small brew houses. Like, a lot of the ale houses, the beer houses. Like, a lot of those places do have, like, a room that could fit maybe up to 20, 30 people. And some of them even throw a TV in there. So start checking into those. beer houses, because more than likely you're going to find one that's like, you're going to bring 20 people that are going to drink and watch something for 3 hours. Sure, why not? They house all the quizzes with the Geeks Who Drink. Like, so many of these places bring those people in. So why not go ahead and try it, put something together in your city, because it worked here, and we're going to put something together, and hopefully it works out. But we shall see in 2 weeks, and we're almost there. So either way, thank you guys for watching our reaction to the battle between Modok and Above the Line. It was it was good for me for that first round, but not so much in the latter ones.
This was a really good match, even though like it ended with a TKO with Above the Line winning, which I'm happy. I felt like it was evenly, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like something I was just sitting there and like watching, like, okay, when is it gonna pick up? Like I was engaged the whole time between the two teams, because I mean I've seen both teams in action in person, so
right.
They're fun. So
they are fun, and they the only reason it split the different ways was because of the wheel, and
that damn wheel.
It screwed us in that third freaking game that we played.
Damn it!
Horrible wheel.
Leo haunts my
I wanted
life.
I wanted a mulligan on that wheel the second I saw it. But yes, either way, thank you guys for watching our reaction. You can like and subscribe.
And you do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kicking the party, fuel the party, keep the party going. At our Patreon gets us where we need to go, like a later video and other places this year. We're trying to go more places, so we need the funding. I need fuel to do that. So thank you guys so much, and as always, now it's time to say goodbye. This party's
over.